Wharton, the world's first business school. Yes, you heard me right. Even before Harvard, Stanfords of the world came up with MBA as a course, Wharton was there offering business degrees. And still, it's one of the first choices of all the recruiters on Wall Street. Today in this video, we'll talk about Wharton. We'll try to cover every aspect of Wharton. Today we'll talk about the relevant GMAT score. Today we'll talk about what Wharton expects in terms of essays. We'll talk about the placements of Wharton. We'll talk about the locational advantage. We'll talk about the recruiters. So everything about Wharton we'll try to cover in this video. Now before we start, you can subscribe our channel in case you're planning to study abroad. We put out videos around B schools. Alright, let's talk about Wharton. Now, in this video, we'll talk about whether Wharton is a right choice for Indian students. Founded in 1881, Wharton was the first B school across the globe. Even before MBA became a category, 140 years before that, Wharton started and got established. Wharton is a B school which is consistently ranked 1 for maximum number of times in the Financial Times ranking. And mind you, this ranking includes Harvard, Stanfords of the world, INSEAD, HEC. Wharton has been on number 1 position maximum number of times. Its reputation is built on finance and analytics, and its alumni network is enormous. Over 100,000 strong, with a long list of Fortune 500 CEOs and one of the largest Indian alumni communities of any top USB school. Let's talk about curriculum. It's a 2-year program which spans over 20 months in academic calendar. Wharton's significant feature is its flexible program. Now it is not like Harvard and Stanford which have a fixed core. From the day one, you select 21 majors, including 9 STEM cert. It also runs deferred admission and joint degree tracks, the Lauder MBA, MA in International Studies, and Mollis Advanced Access program, which lets undergrads lock in Wharton seat years before they apply for the MBA proper. Let's talk about the admission requirement. Number 1 is acceptance rate. Now Wharton has nearly 7,600 applications every year, out of which 890 people make it to Wharton, which comes out to be around 12 to 14% of acceptance rate. Number 2 is GMAT score. Average GMAT score for the legacy GMAT is 735. For a focused edition, it is 676. On GRE, you need a 162 verbal, 163 quant, that's the average score. GPA, average undergrad GPA should be 3.7. WorkX, average of 5 years, international students, 26% of the class from 68 countries. Now, talking about the tuition fee for the current cohort is $92,870. When you talk about living expenses, it costs you around $132,400 per year for a single student. Over 2 years, that's about $264,000, which is nearly 2 to 3 CR for an Indian student. Let's talk about scholarships and fellowships. Anyone who applies to Wharton is automatically considered for Wharton Fellowship Program. Roughly 1/3 of students receive a merit-based fellowship. Targeted fellowship exists for specific groups too: entrepreneurship, social impact, real estate, and more. Let's talk about career opportunities. Every well-known banking, financial services organization appear at the campus. If I talk about sheer numbers for the last batch which passed out, median base salary was $185,000, a new school record, up from $175,000 the previous year. Median signing bonus is around $30,000. Financial services, 38% of placements, investment banking, private equity, asset management, anything you talk about in finance was there at the campus. But for the people who believe Wharton is only for finance, let me tell you, last year, consulting had the highest median salary. So the people who got recruited in consulting, their median salary was $190,000. About 90% of the job seekers had an offer within first 3 months, and nearly 87% actually accepted that. Let's talk about what are the chances for the Indian student. Now, Wharton doesn't mention about what is the acceptance rate country-wise, but what we have seen is Wharton makes a lot of sense, but what is worth knowing that Wharton has the largest Indian alumni network, and that tells you that majority of students or large number of candidates are Indians who make it to Wharton. In the end, let's put down the pros and cons. On the pros, the strongest finance and analytics brand among M7 schools, higher acceptance rate, flexible curriculum, large, well-established Indian alumni network. On the cons side, you will have heavily finance and consulting weighted, still around 2.3-2.4 crore total cost, 2 full years out of the workforce. So largely, in conclusion, what do I think about Wharton? If you're someone who wants to make a career in finance, you want to get into private equity, asset management, you want to get into banking, Wharton is the best M7 school for you. If you're looking at tech career, if you're looking at analytics career, I think Stanford is a place for you. And if you're looking for general MBA, Harvard is there for you. If this video helped you, we are doing the similar dissection for each of the Ivy League and M7 colleges. If you like the content we put out, do subscribe our channel and do follow us. And do share it with friends who wants to apply for the colleges abroad.